Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you how to use our new product, modelling chocolate. We launched this product a few months ago and it's proving really popular. So I just thought I'd release a series of videos of how to use it, how to colour it, how to model different figures with it, and generally how to use it. So let's have a look at our modelling chocolate. So let's just remove the outer sleeve. So on the back of the outer sleeve you'll notice instructions of how to use this modelling chocolate. So you can either soften this in the microwave for 10 to 15 seconds, remove the lid first. Alternatively, you can place this on top of a radiator for a minute or two. It's just to make it pliable because it is quite a soft modelling chocolate anyhow, but if you just need it to be that little bit more pliable, perfect way of doing it. Now on the back you'll notice the ingredients, any allergens and whatever you are bolded, and then you'll notice there's a use by date. So at the moment it does have a 9 months use by date, so it lasts quite a long time. You can remove the lid on this, and because it's a resealable tub, as long as you use gloves to scrape out a piece of this, put the lid back on, it'll last up to 9 months. Obviously if you put your hands directly into this, then we do suggest that you use it within 3 days, just so bacteria and whatever doesn't grow. But other than that, you're able to use this for up to 9 months, and it won't dry out, it won't go hard, and it doesn't form a hard crusty edge like icings do. So we're really excited to launch this new product, guys. So let's take a look and see exactly what we can do with it. So firstly guys, let's just break the seal on the tub and take a look at the modelling chocolate. So you'll see it's a fairly white in colour modelling chocolate. There's a slight amount of yellow to it, which is just a natural Belgian chocolate colour, but other than that it's a fairly nice standard colour to colour as a base. Hi guys, so I've just popped this into the microwave for 15 seconds, and as you can see I can literally take this straight out now, and it's soft and pliable. It's really easy to use. So I'm just going to remove some more of this. Now, because I'm not using any gloves, I'll be throwing this away after 3 days, just so bacteria doesn't grow. But otherwise, if you use gloves, to just remove, just seal the lid till you hear it snap, and then pop that away. And like I say, you do have up until the expiry date, which is normally 9 months. So this is the modelling chocolate, guys. So as you can see, it's actually, I'm just wiping up the crumbs, it's actually really soft to use. It's a lovely paste. So we can sculpt with this, we can roll it into balls, we can roll it into shapes. Literally you can do quite a lot with this, and it's not sticky. A lot of pastes on the market are quite sticky, this isn't. So I'm actually really excited to use this. So what we're going to do is we're going to just soften this, just mop up the crumbs that fall. So there's no hard crust to this. Now in regards to texture, it's almost like plasticine type of feel. It's really nice, guys. It tastes really good as well, which isn't great, because the better it tastes, the more you eat. But apart from that, it's a nice product. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to now colour this. So I'm going to show you how we just colour some of this with regular water-based food colours or alcohol-based. So we're just going to take a small piece. So I'm going to model a teddy bear today. So I'm going to colour this just by applying regular food gel. Now the liquids will work, but obviously with liquids they will change the consistency. So we don't really recommend liquids. They will work if that's all you have, but just be prepared that they will become sticky to use the modelling chocolate, so I'd recommend, if you did do that, to colour it with a liquid, pop that into the fridge, just let it set for maybe up to 10-15 minutes, and then that allows the colour to disperse and for the modelling chocolate to just firm up. It might make it easier, but normally I'd recommend the gels or the other colours on the market. So literally we're just going to knead this in. So just going to knead this in. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it is starting to go a lightish gold colour, but I want it to be a bit deeper. So I'm just going to apply some more, just using a cocktail stick or a small skewer, and apply the food colour directly into it. And then you want to knead this until all of the colour disperses, so you don't have streaks, unless that's the effect you're going for, such as a marbled effect. But otherwise, just keep kneading this until the colour fully disperses. Now this is more the colour that I'm looking for. So this is a nice colour now. I can see there's just a few little streaks. So I'm just going to roll this in my hands. And you'll notice I'm not putting anything on my hands, no corn flour. My hands do get really warm, and so sometimes I just run them under cold water before I start things. But with this, it has a very slight oily surface, nothing that you would notice, but that prevents you then from obviously sticking to your hands. And this is a really nice paste to work with. So it's a lovely golden colour now, so that's perfect for what I'm looking for. So once you've coloured it and you're happy with it, what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to wrap this into some cling film. Just wrap this into cling film. Now I could start modelling with that straight away, no problem at all, but I just wanted to be a little bit firmer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this into the fridge for maybe a couple of minutes, literally no longer. If you want to leave it in 5-10 minutes, you can. Just bear in mind, the longer you leave that into the fridge, the firmer it becomes. Today I'm going to be showing you how to model a small teddy bear. So in a previous video I showed you how to colour the modelling chocolate. So I've just coloured round about 100 grams in a honey nut gold, round about 50 grams in black, just using jet black food paste. I'm going to use maybe around about 25 grams of just natural straight out of the pot, and then I've coloured a small pea-sized piece red, just for small details. I'm going to make a rose in the teddy bear's hands or paws, and then I've coloured 30 grams of modelling chocolate in a peachy pinky colour, which will be for the paws and the inner ears. Okay guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to model this teddy bear just for a very basic cake. So if you had to do a quick cake for someone young and you wanted a teddy bear, even a teenager would like this, because you could have the teddy bear holding the numbers in between their paws, or one number on each paw. So it's endless really. So this is perfect, especially with Valentine's Day as well. This is great if you put a love heart in there or a rose, but I'll show you different things once we've modelled it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to unwrap our modelling chocolates. Sort of know the position of the head and the body. Now that's very similar. This particular one, I want the body to be slightly smaller maybe than the head. So I think if I just sort of get rid of that bit, that's fine. Okay, so all we're going to do is I'm just going to knead this modelling chocolate and roll it into a ball until there's no creases there at all. So I'm just going to move these out of the way just so it doesn't take the focus. That's the excess paste. Just wrap that back up. Sorry, that's the excess modelling chocolate. Just put them out of the frame. So this is going to be the body and the head. So let's just soften this just to make it a little bit more pliable, and then roll it into a ball. So into a ball. Okay, so we'll roll this into a ball, and then we roll the next part, which is going to be the head, into a ball. Okay, now the reason we're just rolling into a ball is because literally I just want to get rid of any creases. Okay, so that's going to be the head. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to put a line. I'm just going to zoom in just so you can see me do this. Okay, and then I'm going to take this tool, just one of the standard PME tools, and then I'm going to draw a line or score a line right down the middle like this. Okay, so I'm just going to take it in my hands, make sure I'm happy. Don't go too deep with this, but you still want to go fairly deep that you create this nice scored line. Okay, that's going to be the head. So let's zoom back out. So guys, you just want to make the legs, then you want two pieces that are roughly the same size. So the legs and the part of the feet together are slightly bigger than the two Malteser size pieces for the arms. So once you've smoothed this between your hands, you're just doing this to take any cracks out and just smooth the surface. I want you to then just use your finger, leaving this bulbous part here, and then it narrows. Just let your finger naturally create the shape. Once you've done that, we're just going to pinch like so. It's actually very simple. Again, let your finger naturally make the shape. Keep one side slightly larger than the other, almost like a ball joint. And then once you've done that, just squeeze. And you should have roughly two legs then the same. And then with the arm, exactly the same, only this time you're not making a joint, you're just literally letting your finger create the shape. When they're roughly the same size, okay, all you're going to do now is flatten one end, which is going to be the shoulder. And then we're going to put in the little paw marks at the end of that. So once you've got that, guys, all you're going to do then is you're going to put the feet on. So these should just stick straight to it. So I'm just going to sit this up. So literally you end up with something like this. Very quick, very simple. Just meet in the center, so we're just going to literally just put in 2 paw marks just to show that it has got fingers, and that's all we're looking to do with that. Okay, now we're going to take the small pink part just for the paw pads. So roughly just a very small pea-sized piece, roughly the same size, both of them, and then into a little ball just to seal the surface. And then flatten them down. So flatten them down, just squash them then. So flatten them down and then stick them onto the base. So then we're going to make the ears. So I'm just going to move him out to the side, or her. I'm just going to make the ears. So literally a ball. Now the ears are quite small on these teddies, it's just part of that feature. So again, just a small piece of natural. I'm just going to zoom in just so you can see this. And then push this into that and flatten it down like so. Then what we're going to do is we're going to cut this down the center like so. Now because I flattened it down, it's sort of slightly stuck to the board. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the little ears on then. And again, you'll notice I'm not having to use any glue on this. So flatten it down till you're happy with the shape. So just literally stuck those ears on, not used any glue. So I've literally just pushed these ears on just so it looks the same shape as the other one, like so. Really simple, guys. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to now concentrate on the muzzle, so the mouth part of the bear. So if you remember me saying earlier, guys, just put this back on. Okay, so earlier I said just keep a piece of natural because this is actually lighter, so it's perfect colour for the muzzle. So all we're going to do is going to soften this into a ball. Okay, and I'm going to flatten this down slightly, but sort of keep a point, so almost like a very large teardrop, so it sort of goes round. Okay, I'm going to put this onto face. And then with the smile tool, so then we're going to use the smile tool. That's this one here, can you see that? Sort of looks like a smile. Okay, we're just going to push in a little smile, and then all we're going to do is just put on, take our black then. Now black's really awkward to work with sometimes, guys, so try and keep it last. So we're going to make this 2 small eyes. Now you can paint this on with a pen if you want, but I just think it's nicer like this. And then a larger part for the nose. So the larger part for the nose, and then it just literally sticks on. And then these 2 little small pieces for the eyes. Now, like I say, they are a little bit difficult, but just looks a bit better. So now Alexa, stop. Sorry, my Alexa just went off there. So as you can see, guys, so I'm just rolling this. So this is almost like a little poppy seed. And I'll do a close-up in a minute that you'll see, but literally they're very small. Like I say, it can be a little bit tricky, but just gives a better effect if you can do it this way. And then you can see you've got your little eyes and your little nose and your smile tool. So it's starting to look like a teddy bear. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make a rose. So we'll literally, let me just move all this out of the way. So we're going to make a rose. So this is where you could put a number in the middle. So little round plaque maybe with numbers on, or the individual numbers, and make it represent the person's birthday. But we're just going to make a rose. So with the red, all we're going to do, this is the Muzzle chocolate coloured red, is literally make a sausage shape. Move a little bit out of the way, and then you're going to just pinch the edges just slightly. Now I'm actually going to try and create a better effect, so I'm going to use this tool and just soften the edges, because what I want to do is I then want to just roll it up. Just roll this up, guys. And it makes this little rose. Can you see that? Very simple. And then we're just going to remove the excess, and then that will literally just sit on the paws. Now what you can do is you can dust the little cheeks with some dusting powder and a brush. So you can put more detail on it, guys. So you could dust the little cheeks with a brush here. You could dust the edges of this. You can dust the insides of the ears. Sorry, just come back into shot there. Just want to move this so it doesn't obstruct too much. And then what you could do, so you could dust around the outside of the edges there, just give it a bit of texture. You could dust the inside there, the shading of the ears, around the sides of the muscles to make it look like cheeks. But pretty much, guys, that's it. That's how you make a very simple model teddy bear using our modelling chocolate. So I hope you enjoyed it, and look forward to modelling more for you in the coming weeks.